Good afternoon, WBI News on KBYG KXCS Radio. I'm Greg Sherman. News brought to you by our friends at the Geo Group. Monday, Big Spring City Council approved an incentive agreement with Boyce Galvanizing with slight modifications from what the Economic Development Corporation approved in June. Tuesday, the EDC approved those changes, so it looks like everything will be a go for Boyce to begin business soon. The EDC approved a tax incentive agreement January 3rd and a modified agreement June 14th. County Commissioners approved it as well. Boyce, though, made a change with how its assets will be held, and a holding company was created called Big Spring Holdings. EDC Executive Director Terry Wegman said that change necessitated the EDC to reapprove those security agreements. Boyce will receive $3 million in loans from several outlets, including $450,000 from the EDC. Boyce will employ 30 to 40 people once they are open for business late this year, and their payroll is expected to be around $1.5 million. Wegman says the new company will be a valuable asset to the community.
Well, we're really excited, and this has been a joint project. The EDC, of course, has been heavily involved. Participation by City Council, their approval is important. The participation by the County Commissioners and their 381 agreement, which will give some tax relief, and the Industrial Foundation's participation as well is all very important, making this all come together, and we're really excited. We think it's going to be a very, very viable company and bring some needed jobs to Big Spring and a new industry to Big Spring, a diversification of industry to Big Spring.
He added that everyone is, quote, as well papered as we can get. The company will be located north of town. District Judge Timothy Yates has issued a press release saying that reports have been received concerning a telephone scam operation regarding payments of fines for missing jury duty. Someone is apparently calling citizens and informing them that they have missed a call for jury duty and demanding that the citizen pay a fine or provide certain financial information in order to avoid a warrant being issued for their arrest. Yates said he wants to make it clear that District Court, as well as law enforcement, will never request personal financial information over the telephone. If you have missed jury duty, he says it is possible that someone from the sheriff's office may visit you in person and bring you to court. However, no one will ever call and ask or demand that you pay a fine. Do not, under any circumstances, provide bank or credit card information to anyone over the telephone. If you have received such a call, please contact the Howard County Sheriff's Office immediately. You can call 264-2225 or 264-2224 for more information. City of Big Spring has announced that they will close the Big Spring Aquatic Center starting at 5 p.m. tonight for Pops in the Park. It will reopen on Wednesday. Speaking of Pops in the Park, it will get underway at 6 p.m. tonight here at Comanche Trail Park. Will last through about 10 p.m. Big Spring Symphony Orchestra and the fireworks will be going off tonight. Should be a great night to enjoy those. Howard County doesn't have a fireworks ban in place this year, but that doesn't mean those who want to shoot off fireworks can pop them off anywhere they want. The law states that it is illegal to possess or make use of fireworks within the city limits of Big Spring, though you can have fireworks and pop them off outside of Big Spring within the county if it is on your own property or if you have permission from the property owner. You can't shoot fireworks off on the roadside no matter where you're at, and you also need to make sure that you aren't shooting fireworks in the dry brush or structures. Also, you need to have an extinguishing agent such as water or foam in case a fire does start. If you cause damage to someone else's property or if you let a fire get out of control, you can be fined and cited for that offense. Instead of having to worry about fireworks and putting out the fires caused by them, you can attend tonight's Pops in the Park. Again, that'll be at Big Springs Comanche Trail Park from 6 to 10. KBYG will be doing a live remote starting at 6 p.m. We'll have more news after this timeout from our friends at the Geo Group. Welcome back. Saturday marked the end of the halfway mark of the calendar year as well as the end of June. According to the National Weather Service, the average high temperature in Big Spring was 98 degrees and the average low was 72 during the month. By comparison, during June 2011, the average high was 104 and the average low was 76. Precipitation was only 0.45 of an inch of rain, which fell on 2 days this June, while June 2011 had no rain and, of course, several major grass and wildfires. Biggest difference in the last 2 Junes was the actual high temperatures. This June, there were 21 days of 99 degrees or higher and 4 days below 90 degrees. By comparison, 29 of the 30 days in June 2011 were at or over 99 degrees, including 113 one day. There were also no days below 94 degrees. Big Spring Air Park is the official reporting station for the National Weather Service. By the way, Midland recorded its 6th hottest June on record after recording its hottest June on record last year. Some sad news, entertainer Andy Griffith, whose homespun mix of humor and wisdom made the Andy Griffith Show an enduring TV favorite, has died. He was 86. Family friends confirmed Griffith's death Tuesday morning about 7 a.m. He says the family will release further information down the road. Griffith was well known for his starring role as a small-town sheriff upon his upbringing in Mount Airy, North Carolina. The show also starred Don Knotts and was one of the top hits of the 1960s and a perennial in reruns. Griffith later played a shrewd Southern lawyer in another successful series, Matlock, which ran on NBC from the late 80s into the early 90s. Before taking on television, he won wide praise in the 1950s in the Broadway comedy No Time for Sergeants and the dramatic film A Face in the Crowd. Back here at home, a newspaper analysis says justifiable killings in Texas have steadily increased since the state expanded its version of a stand your ground law in 2007. The Houston Chronicle reported Monday that a review of FBI data showed the number of justifiable killings in Texas under the law increased from 32 in 2006 to 48 in 2010. About half the killings occurred in the Houston area. Dallas and San Antonio also showed increases. The law, known as the Castle Doctrine, was revised to expand the right to use deadly force. It allows people to defend themselves in their homes, workplaces, or vehicles. It also says a person using force cannot provoke the attacker or be involved in criminal activity at that time. AAA Texas says nearly 3 million Texans will travel to celebrate the 4th of July holiday. With the holiday falling on a Wednesday this year, AAA Texas is considering the holiday travel period as Tuesday through Sunday. AAA Texas says a recent decline in gas prices may have encouraged more people to travel. The statewide average price for a gallon of gas is $3.20. Finally, I told you on Monday about Novice ISD looking at closing or consolidating due to financial difficulties. Well, a school in Pennsylvania is looking to get out of financial difficulties through a different way. Forget magazine drives and candy sales. A cash-strapped high school near Philadelphia hopes to raise money by auctioning itself on eBay. Officials at the Learning Center in Pennsylvania are seeking bids starting around $600,000 to offset steep budget cuts. The eBay listing describes the public alternative school for at-risk teens as pre-owned and slightly used. The winner wouldn't own the school, but he or she would get a naming opportunity, a free large pizza, and the satisfaction of delivering an education to a group of kids who could really use it. And that's WBI News on KBYG KXCS Radio. I'm Greg Sherman. News brought to you by our friends at the Geo Group. Have a safe, pleasant July 4th holiday.